Hey, Dave with Crandall Office, and in our last video, we talked a little bit about the 9 things that I love about the Herman Miller Aeron chair, and as promised, now we're going to be going over the 9 things that I dislike about the Aeron chair. So let's jump right in. Number 1, the seat design on the Aeron. So the seat design on the Aeron has a hard frame around it with the mesh that kind of suspends down, and that's how you sit in the Aeron chair. Creates a nice feeling, but at the same time, it can create terrible pressure points around that hard frame. For me specifically, it hits me in the front of the legs. It just creates some discomfort and a pressure point right underneath in my hamstrings. I really dislike it. Even with that additional foam, under seat foam pad, still creates that additional pressure point. I dislike it. The other thing I really dislike is that I like to sit with one of my legs tucked underneath me a lot of the times, and so, or even cross-legged, and that's just really not possible with the Aeron. You end up with your ankle bone right on that hard frame, and it's terribly uncomfortable. I hate it. That's one of the worst things about the Aeron, in my opinion. Number 2, the arm design. The arm design is just, it's a little bit clunky. I really like some of the other designs where you can just press a button and adjust the height on the arms. These, you gotta reach behind, you gotta lift a lever and you gotta move it, and then you gotta, oh, is that, nope, it's a little bit, I need a little bit more. It's a little clunky. I don't like, especially the height adjustment. The pivot's not bad, does create some good support, but I hate how that arm adjusts up and down, and that goes even more for the roller version of the earlier Aerons, because you gotta sit there and twist that roller versus the lever. The lever's a little bit nicer, but it's still just not as nice as some of the designs that we see on the Leap, Gesture, that sort of thing, where you click a button and everything moves around. So, it's a dang button. Why isn't there a button? Button it up. Button it up, Herman Miller. Number 3, no seat slider on the Aeron. I absolutely hate that there's no seat slider on the Aeron chair. It is such a basic and fundamental ergonomic adjustment that we see across the board on almost every single ergonomic chair these days. The Aeron stands out from the crowd without having this. The seat slider, if you're not familiar, allows the seat to move forward and backwards and really allows you to make sure that your legs are properly supported no matter how tall or short you might be. You can really adjust that chair to make it fit you. The Aeron lacks this feature and it bugs the heck out of me. I dislike that there's no seat slider on the Aeron. Number 4, it's kind of loud. Shh, quiet, we're using Aerons. And that's not to say that the actual chair itself creates a ton of noise, but the mesh allows all noises through. So every time you roll around, every time you move, every little squeak, every wheel caster noise, anything that you experience, you're gonna hear it. It's not gonna absorb it the way that a foam pad would. So you're really gonna hear everything, especially if you're on a hard surface. It kind of bugs me. It's not a deal breaker, but it definitely is not something I like about the Aeron. Number 5, the lean back tension adjustment on the Aeron. So the lean back tension adjustment actually works very well. However, you need to sit here and turn this handle hundreds of times. I think we counted, and I think it's 120 times you have to turn this to go from all the way at the loosest position to all the way at the highest.
No, don't like that.
Yes, that allows you to position this, fine-tune this to really provide the amount of lean back pressure that you want. That said, I hate how many times you have to turn it. I love being able to kind of switch in between a more lean back, more light lean back position and something that's a little bit more stiff. I do that while I'm working through the day, and this just is not conducive to it at all. If you're looking for a forearm workout though, this is a great chair for you. You can really, yeah, it sucks. It burns! Oh, I got it. Okay, so we hit the bottom. So we finally hit the tension point of the least most pressure, and as you can see, there's almost no pressure here. It took us a while, and so we'll speed ramp that. But I'm going to take a little break because my arms are tired, and then we're going to see how long it takes me to turn it all the way to the most high position. I do want to say this is on the Aeron Classic. They did fix this on the Aeron Remastered, but it's still a fun exercise. So as you saw, we adjusted the Aeron Classic here all the way to the lowest point on the lean back tension. And now I'm going to sit in the chair and turn as many times as it takes to get all the way to the highest, so you can see exactly what I mean on how many times you got to turn this to go from the lowest to the highest. So let's find out how many turns it takes to get to the center of the fit zone.
Or 103.
Well, somewhere around there. We'll verify that number.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, it's too many times. Too many. See the sweat? Too many times.
That's too much!
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
You go ice it. Number 6, the lumbar adjustment on the Aeron. There are 2 separate lumbar adjustments for the Aeron. There's the standard lumbar pad that slides up and down and flips over to provide a little bit additional pressure. And there's also the posture fit that looks a little bit sleeker and allows you to push in and out a little bit further, but doesn't offer a height adjustment. I would just absolutely love if you had something that was more like the posture fit that could go up and down as well. It would solve all the issues I have with it. The posture fit just hits me too low, but it does provide enough pressure. I really like a decent amount of pressure pushing into my back. The lumbar pad allows me to adjust up and down, but it doesn't provide quite as much pressure or as much fine tuning of that pressure as I would like in the chair. It's a minor complaint, but it really, if you're sitting in this chair for a full work day and you aren't getting the exact pressure that you need in that lower back, it really does bother me that you can't make that happen, especially on such a high-end ergonomic chair. I would love to see some additional lumbar options. It's something I dislike about the Aeron. Number 7, limited color and customization options on the Aeron. Herman Miller only offers a few different color options for the Aeron chair. I tend to lean towards I'd rather have something to be a little bit more customized. I'd like to be able to choose the color and choose different things. You're very limited in that aspect on the Aeron chair, especially when you compare it to something that has a foam back pad that has fabric over the top that you can really customize that fabric. You can make bright poppy colors. There's a few different color options that we've seen over the years with the Aeron, but they're not that common, they're tough to find, and really they're not that bright or vibrant. So you're really limited as far as being able to customize a Aeron chair to really fit you and your personality and your space, which I kind of dislike. Number 8, it's expensive. The Aeron chair is one of the most expensive office chairs and kind of always has been. It is a great chair, don't get me wrong, but it's always been at the very, very top. And given some of the shortcomings that we've talked about today, I've always kind of felt that it's been a little bit of an overpriced chair. Sometimes it feels like you're paying a little bit more for the name and for the recognition of having an Aeron chair than you are for the features and the comfort of the chair. Like I said, it's a great chair, but it's always been at the top of the price market and it bugs the heck out of me. Number 9. You see them everywhere. Now this is more of a personal thing on my side. I like things to be a little bit more unique and customized. I like things to be my own. And the Aeron chair is a chair that you just see everywhere. You see it in movies, on TV shows. Every office you go into seems to have a few Aeron chairs. It's so out there, it's so iconic, which is a good thing, but it's also just loses a little bit of that sparkle of I've got this awesome thing because it's so common and so everywhere. Kind of falls into that Apple line of this is a great thing, but everybody and their brother has one, and it just kind of bugs me. So that's about it. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video on what I dislike about the Aeron chair. Please let us know in the comments below what you dislike about the Aeron chair. We'd love to hear how my list compares to what you guys feel as well. And if you found this video helpful and you liked it, please click the like and subscribe buttons below. It helps us out a lot. We're gonna be running through a bunch of other chairs in the same kind of format of what I personally like and dislike about these chairs. Having a little bit more fun with it and would love some feedback on if you guys are finding this content helpful. I think that's all I got. We're gonna see you next time, and stay classy, San Diego.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
So I'm introing right now, right?
Intro.
Intro. Hey there, Dave. How did I start? Because we did a little bit different, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Number 4. I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, forearm workout?
Yeah, need a forearm workout, buy an Aeron. Maybe I should throw that in there. Wait, I can just shoot that and we can put it at the end.
Yeah.
Need a forearm workout, buy the Aeron. Is it just love? It's an empty box, but our love is inside.
We got him putting it with a note that says, is 40 the age when you have to start soft foods, asking for a friend, and a couple scratch offs.
Applesauce.
Applesauce. You should have minced up some meat and put a meat shake in there
That's
for him.
amazing.
Wow. Well, that was a distraction. 9. Gang signs again. I'm still open. Nobody reached out on the gang thing last time, and it bugs me a little. I'm a good gang. I'd be a good, like, mid-level gang member, I
mid-tier.
think. Yeah.
You'd be one
I
of
don't
the
think I'd
mid-tier
be at the
guys.
top,
No,
but I could.
definitely not at the top.
I could scare some people. I could try.
You try.
I got upward potential.
Yeah. Good drug mule.
If anybody's looking for a good mid-level drug mule, Ryan's available. All right, number 9.
Package.